What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, if you see something that you like here today, please don't forget to subscribe at some point during this video. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came see me. So, what are we talking about today? Versatility is the topic at hand. We're talking from t-shirts to ties. I got 10 of them for you. Stay tuned. So starting right off with the first one, it's got a very soapy barbershop feel to it. It's very aromatic with the dry tobacco and the dry down. It's a favorite. Yes, it's the reformulated version, but it's still great. It's Dolce & Gabanna, Pour Homme. This is still a favorite among many people. That's why it's been around for so long now. Very soapy lavender, very barbershop, very aromatic. And that dry tobacco is beautiful. It's all those wonderful things. This is something that I can wear dressed as I am right now, on up to wearing a suit and tie to work. This gets the job done. It's a gentleman's fragrance, and it's extremely versatile. It's Dolce & Gabbana, Pour Homme. Next is another one, very soapy lavender. Kind of like a spicy bar of soap is the way I normally describe this fragrance, and it's Prada, Luna Rossa, the original. Not one you see a whole lot of people really talk about. Versatility is great on this one. It's got a smooth, subtle powderiness to it. Soapy lavender in the opening. Kind of gets creamier and softer as time passes by. It's not real loud, but it is very versatile. Very good for a casual day. And you can absolutely wear this one onto a business professional's job. Into a meeting, it don't matter. It works for every situation. Probably wouldn't go with a tuxedo with this, but from t-shirt to tie, you can definitely go with Prada Luna Rossa. It gets the job done. Next is an absolute classic in men's fragrances. The original was launched in 1966, and I'm sure this smells maybe half of what that one smelled like, because I'm sure it's been reformulated extremely with this re-release, and it's from Dior. It's Eau Sauvage, the Eau de Toilette. It's still a great fragrance. I've never smelled the original, and I probably never will. But this is a fougere classic at its finest. Barbershop elegance, maturity, class. Very citrus heavy. Can absolutely be worn casually with a t-shirt, but this works very well with a nice Oxford or polo shirt on up to wearing a nice blue suit with a tie. Eau Sauvage, the original Eau de Toilette, gets overlooked. Not a whole lot of people talk about it anymore, but it absolutely deserves your attention because it's extremely versatile. That's Eau Sauvage, the Eau de Toilette. Next is one that you may be expecting on a list like this because it absolutely deserves to be here. It's from Giorgio Armani. It's Acqua Profumo. I get it. Some people are going to say it's getting played out at this point, but I still think it's incredible because it's not going to wow you, but at the same time, subconsciously, it's wowed you at some point because you have a bottle, don't you? You've sprayed it quite a bit, haven't you? You've used it for a lot of different situations. Am I right? Because it's extremely versatile. It can go as casual as you want, as dressed up as you want. T-shirt to tie is the theme. Acqua Profumo falls right into it. This blew the original away in my opinion. Profondo, it's okay, Absolute. It's okay, Absolute Instinct, underrated, but to me, the king of the line is still Profumo. It doesn't get more versatile than this, especially from Giorgio Armani. Next one that's quite underrated in my opinion. I guess it can be considered kind of generic, but in this situation, it kind of works going from t-shirt to a tie with Givenchy Gentleman, the Eau de Toilette. A nice, well-rounded iris fragrance that's not too floral. Doesn't have a whole lot of lip stickiness going with the iris. Very versatile, very aromatic, very crowd pleasing. Mass appealing, t-shirt to a tie, no doubt about it. And it's not going to break the bank because I believe I paid in the high 30s for this tester, maybe low 40s. Wasn't that bad. You can find it most places in the $40 range. at discount sites and places like that. Do yourself a favor and try this one. Just because nobody really talks about it much on YouTube or in the Facebook groups doesn't mean it's not a great fragrance. Underrated, extremely versatile fragrance in my opinion. And that's Givenchy Gentleman, the Eau de Toilette. Next, this particular fragrance speaks for all 3 iterations, not just the one that I have. And it's from Chanel. It's Bleu de Chanel Parfum. And this goes for the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum as well, because versatility, that's pretty much what Bleu de Chanel is all about. And now, in my opinion, the Parfum is the best one. It's also the most subtle, but it's the most rich and deep of the group. And you can absolutely go t-shirt all the way to a tie, no problem. Versatility is great on the entire Bleu de Chanel line. A lot of people are going to steer towards the Eau de Parfum because it's the happy medium between the woods and the citruses, which the Eau de Toilette is very citrus heavy and the Parfum is very wood heavy. But you can't go wrong with any of them. Performance is solid from start to finish, from Eau de Toilette all the way to Parfum, and you can wear it with just about anything. That's Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Next is one that you're probably not going to be expecting, and this kind of goes for any year. It's an annual release from Calvin Klein. It's Calvin Klein Eternity Summer. This is the 2019. For the 2020, they did change the note breakdown a little bit, but 2019, 18, 17, and 16 are all the same note breakdown, if I remember correctly. It's got that slight Invictus-y bubblegum opening, very fresh, sage, giving that bubblegum on the dry down. This is versatility. It's not too, even though it says summer, it's not too summer to where it's just overly fresh and light and airy. It's a decent 5 to 6 hour performer. And it actually can work a little dressed up, to be completely honest with you. I wouldn't go past a gray or a blue suit with a tie with it, but it can absolutely pull that off for you. Don't think because it's a summer release that it doesn't have some versatility working in its favor. Lime, sage, a little bit of sea salt, and some woods. It maintains a fresh, light appeal. It's going to be great for a lot of people. People are going to love the way you smell. You're going to love the way you smell. Non-offensive, getting the job done. You're going to smell fresh. You're going to smell clean. That always works in every situation. T-shirt to tie, you can absolutely grab any year from the Eternity Summer line from Calvin Klein. Next, when you think of a blue fragrance, you think of this fragrance first. Blue fragrances are known for their versatility, and Versace Dylan Blue is the poster child for that, because it's mass appealing, it's very well performing, it's compliment getting, and it's extremely versatile. You can do this, you can do anything with this fragrance. You can wear this to the damn beach if you really want to, and you can wear this with a tuxedo to an event. It's going to work in every situation. A lot of people have it. It's extremely popular on YouTube. It's extremely popular on social media because it's extremely popular. And it's the basis for most of your blue type fragrances and their DNAs. You smell Versace Dylan Blue in those fragrances. Everything seems to smell like Dylan Blue when it comes to a blue fragrance, because this is the most popular one. It's tried and true. It's not the most expensive thing, but it is one of the most versatile fragrances that you can get your hands on, and that's Versace Dylan Blue. Next, this one is sadly discontinued, but if you look in the right places, you can still easily find a bottle, especially with online discounters, namely places like Fragrance Buy has them from time to time, Fragrance X. Fragrance Net has been out for quite a while. Haven't seen that restock. You can find them all over eBay and Amazon, places like that. This is from the Dior Homme line. This is the freshest, cleanest version. That's not a sport flanker. It's Dior Homme Eau. It's fresh and clean. There's no chocolate, cacao note. There's no leather. There's some coriander, some woods. It's lightened up quite a bit. You still get the lip stickiness of the iris. God, it's so beautiful. But it does start to fade after a little while, and you're left with a nice floral, woody base that's very clean. Not soapy in any way, because there's no real lavender to soapy it up, or neroli or anything like that. So it's not, I know a lot of people compare it to Prada L'Homme. I find outside of the clean iris note, they're not the same fragrance because there's no neroli in this to add a soapy quality to it. This is gorgeous. This is gonna work in the most casual of settings. And because of this elegant iris that's done in this Dior Homme fragrance, it's gonna go as formal as you would like it to go. Versatility, this is the most versatile Dior Homme in the line, in my opinion. And sadly, it's the one that they did away with. Why is beyond me, I don't know, but it is phenomenal. If you can get your nose on it, get your nose on it. I went through 2 samples from Sephora before I finally pulled the trigger on a bottle, and I got a big bottle when it was time. Got a 5-ounce bottle of Dior Homme Eau because it's fresh, it's clean, and most importantly, it's versatile. And last but most certainly not least, you can't have a list like this. You can't have this topic without this fragrance. Technically, it's designer because he used to sell clothes, but he doesn't anymore. So technically, it's a niche house because all he sells is a fragrance with a few ancillaries, such as a collaboration for an aftershave and beard oil and stuff like that. Of course, we're talking about Zaharoff, Signature Pour Homme. Signature's right in the name, and most signature fragrances are going to be extremely versatile. And versatility is definitely one of the strong suits of this high quality niche level fragrance that's made of all natural oils. That's exactly why it falls into niche. Small house, highest of quality. It's a niche brand. But it falls in between that price range of high level designer and niche. Because a 4-ounce bottle like this is going to run you $155. You can get a 2-ounce bottle for $95. And I'll tell you what, they're worth every penny. There's been tons of people that have had samples, and there's tons of people that have bottles now. It's not the first time you've heard me talk about it. I'm an avid lover of the brand, of the fragrance, of the man. The poster's right there. It's no secret. Everybody knows. This is a great fragrance, and I'm a big fan for it. And it had to be in a list like this because it goes well with what I'm wearing right now. Saluting to the soldiers. Saints shirt, same thing, saluting service. On up to a blue suit, a black tie event, a gray suit, a white suit, an Oxford, a polo shirt, it don't matter. Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme is going to work in every situation, in every season. You're going to smell great. There's no denying it. Get your hands on Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme. You will not regret it. Matter of fact, you're going to love it because it's extremely versatile. Well, that's it for today's video. So until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of these do you have off of this list? How many of these have you been procrastinating buying and have been wanting to get for a long time? If you want to get Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme, there's a link in the description below. If you'd like to get some of these offerings from FragranceNet and save 35% off your entire order, I do have a FragranceNet link below with the coupon code for 35% off as well. I don't get any commissions or anything like that. They're just there for your convenience. However, with the Zaharoff one, you will get the Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme Solid as a free gift, just a collaboration with TLTG Reviews. And until next time, guys, I will say, if you get your hands on any of these and you give them a spray now, I'm absolutely confident that you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.